All right, we played a little bit with Blissey. Of course, we started with Fernando Cifuentes' second place list from Monterrey. This was the initial build we started out with. And overall, going into it, I said, I think this deck is definitely... it's not a Dragapult. It's not a Gardevoir. This is a more meta-dependent deck. It's not a meta-defining deck. It's what I've been saying. It's a product of the meta. It's not the meta itself. It is a product of the meta. You got a good Dragapult matchup. Gardevoir matchup doesn't seem terrible, but it's definitely unfavorable. I don't know how unfavorable it is. That's what I have to figure out. Raging Bolt matchup is tough. But against some of the other decks in the format, you're definitely fine. Stuff like Archaladon, you're doing fine. Ogerpon plus Munkidori gives you a pretty solid win condition, if not just like a really favorable matchup up against the Golden Go. So definitely feels okay right now. Definitely feels solid right now. But it's not the next Dragapult. It's not the next Gardevoir. This is the build. For anyone who's unfamiliar with this deck, the whole point of this deck is... use Turbo Energize early to accelerate energy in play. Then you use the Happy Switch from the Blissey EX to move it around, to give you access to a bunch of Adrenaline Brains on the turn, and then attacking with Blissey as your main attacker, doing 180 for 3 colorless, and then you draw until you have 6 in your hand. So that's like the main engine here. No Fez? No, you don't play Fez because you don't want any low HP 2 prizes in play. You want to force your opponent to go through the high 300 HP of the Blissey EXs. And most decks can get through a Blissey or 2, but if they could get through 2 Blisseys and a Pheasantipity, or like 1 Blissey, 1 Pheasantipity, and 2 Munkidoris, like the deck becomes way worse. So the deck has to be built around limiting your two prize vulnerabilities in play. Although I have seen some builds with the Grass Ogerpon, but those are like more of like a counterbox style deck. So you're a little bit more okay with giving up 2 prize knockouts to your opponent because you're playing stuff like maybe stuff like Water Pawn and Clefairy and stuff. So you're more aggressively taking 2 prize knockouts in those situations. So, and this build specifically is a trolley build, so we're super reliant on Arven, of course. So Pokegear, Arven, trolleys, Turbo Energize, like I mentioned. The Rigid Bands are in here as well. Increase Blissey's HP from 300 to like an effective 330. Reducing the damage Blissey takes can be great to effectively turn stuff from 2 hit KOs to 3 hit KOs. And then specifically, really good against Pikachu EX. Pikachu EX does 300 damage. So making Pikachu EX not do 300 damage is pretty good, because then we don't just die. Energy counts that. So the changes I made, this is Fernando's build. I made some changes. The big change that I made initially, or the card that I really wanted, that has already come up in a couple games, a game or two, and definitely would have come up in more games if I played it, is Countercatcher. Countercatcher's sick in here. Also, I kind of just wanted more Ionos, so I cut a Research, added the 4th Iono, cut a Nest Ball, added the Countercatcher. I'm not convinced. I was also in between like cutting the Town Store as well, and I'm not convinced that the Nest Ball cut is correct. I can see it's going back to the Nest Ball. I can also see 1 Night Stretcher being good enough, to be honest, as well. So, second Night Stretcher, second Town Store, both feel reasonably flexible as well. But I really like the 4 Iono. I also really like the Countercatcher, and those are the cards I feel most flexible to further experiment with the deck. Cornerstone's great in here though, because that's like our win condition against Golden Go. Also good in a bunch of other situations as well. And the Roaring Moon is a really good... I didn't mention the Roaring Moon yet. The Roaring Moon EX is like a really good... I don't know, just like win condition card. Like it gets through our opponent's cornerstones. It's a way to just 1-hit KO anything if we need to be more aggressive. So... big fan of the Roaring Moon EX in here. I didn't use it a ton with my games played, but there's a couple situations that came up, and I definitely... the idea behind it I really, really like, of the Roaring Moon EX. So, even though I didn't use it a ton in my games, I still really, really like the Roaring Moon EX. But yeah, that's the Blissey deck from Fernando. I don't know. I haven't thought about it that hard. Now, this is a starting hand? Now, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I haven't thought about it that hard. So we're up against... dude, this is all anyone playing is the Joltik deck? Ever tried incline walking instead of running? Not really. Like, yeah. I mean, I've thought about like walking, but I just think running's good. I like running. I don't like running, but I think running is a good thing to do. Ladder's infested with the spider. How big of an impact can top players having conversion rates of a deck? Depends how popular the deck is. If the deck's super popular, even if a lot of good players play it, it probably has a good conversion rate and is really popular because it's just a really good play. Usually like the less popular decks where it has like the bigger impact. Where better players playing it will have a bigger impact, is what I should say. So what do we even take here? Like, I even want Dories in this matchup because hands just knocks him out. I could do something like that, I guess. I actually just don't know what to grab here. I mean, this seems fine. This seems like a fine lineup. Oh, I guess they're attacking with Joltik next turn, right? So maybe one less of these, one more of these. But I don't want too many Munkidori on my bench either, because I want to be able to like just stop putting Munkidori in play if I don't want any more in play, right? So maybe like this lineup is where I should do like this, yeah. So yeah, there might be a point where I'm just like, all right, I don't really want a third Munkidori in play because now they can just hands one more time or something like that, right? I don't want to give them infinite options for sure. I don't want to give them hands or something like that, so we should take that away from them. Take away that possibility. I guess I just leave the fightings in the deck for now, right? Maybe it's not true, actually. Maybe I go, like, fighting dark to get one dark in play, but... After there, for maybe like this. Seems fine. Move one up, attach, return. Pick which one I want to move up when I have to move it up. Cornerstone seems good. I'm not really, just hands it. Cornerstone's pretty bad. Doesn't draw me cards. They set up hands. They're gonna be setting up hands anyways, so. I honestly maybe should have gone one less. No, I kind of like. I should have maybe just gone one less Chansey and just gone double Chansey, to be honest here. That might have been better. So what's your favorite music genre? No clue. Never thought about it before. They turn to you turbo energize again. No, I want to kill this Joltik. Because if I just turbo energize again, they would just go, ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna Joltik again. And that's not good. I want to force them to attack with their big guys. Like, you? Me too. I don't really want to give them that option. They don't play like, what do they play? Like 2 Bravery Charm? They play like a decent amount of tools, but they also play 4 Arven. So I think I can put Town Store in play and be fine with that. I don't think it's a big deal if I put Town Store in play here. They whiffed a way to remove their active? Am I trolling? Are they trolling? They played Crispin. Dude, wait, what? What is their hand? Okay, now we maybe turbo energize again. This does give them rescue board, but it gives me turbo energize. Maybe no, it's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine. It's still fine. Yeah, it's okay. I need to get all these things evolved to Blissey, though. I honestly shouldn't have gotten this third Chansey. Actually, getting the third Chansey was a mistake. It should have been double Chansey, double Munkidori, so I can play around triple hands. But now, it made it harder to play around triple hands when I have this Chansey in play, but... Was there a bossless meta? Yeah. If so, was it fun? Pokemon is just fun. So I got 3 words for you. Great Ball and Enzorark. I like that. I like those words, but I also like Hyper Aroma. But I could see it. I could see it. I would not have gone for the Turbo Energize here if my opponent hadn't just like passed. Oh, I guess we have Roaring Moon as well. Like Roaring Moon is an option. Yeah, Roaring Moon is an option. I could Ultra Ball away these 2. Oh, I don't have to Iono here because I can draw cards, right? Yeah. Hold up. I don't really think about that, but yeah. Let me just grab Rescue Board. I forgot Blissey attack drew cards. I completely forgot about that. I literally, yeah, I honestly... I don't think it changes too much of what I would have done here, but... Maybe I would have, though. Maybe actually I would have done this differently if I ever remembered that. I honestly just forgot that we can draw cards with Blissey. I'm not gonna lie. Things might have been different if I'd remembered that. I completely forgot about that. Would I like to draw? Of course. What the heck? Don't ask me that question ever again. The game ever asked me that question ever again, bro. Would I like to draw cards? Are you kidding me? Yeah, see, here's where they can just... Well, they need to set up a second Iron Hands, which they didn't do off the rip. But Gus is potentially on the menu. Yep, they went after the Chansey. So now if they can start developing another Iron Hands, they can Gus Story. Is it short to bring a calc? Short for... Why wouldn't you just ask, is it legal to bring a calculator? Is it legal to bring a calculator to a regional? I think the answer is yes, isn't it? Didn't this discussion happen on Twitter recently? I thought this discussion don't diss the calc, bro. My bad. I think didn't this happen on Twitter recently where this discussion happened and then like you can bring a calc if you want to? Or am I trolling? Four cards in hand. What did they do last turn? They just played boss and knocked out, right? Dude, I'm gonna get hands here, man. Calculus line for calculator. I know dude, are you guys not even? He explained it. Dude, there's no way chat's re-explaining it, bro. Yeah, I mean, I have an Iono now, so I kind of just want to hold the Iono. But if I get like an Arvin here, maybe I'd play it. Flying is short for short language, by the way. That makes sense. Honestly, I didn't know that. See, I learned something. See, this is why Slap is one of the top chatters, bro. You actually like Slap actually drops some big knowledge sometimes. I love educating. Stay educating the squad. Oh, return for 0. Yeah, sure, why not? I wasn't even thinking about trying to draw cards. I don't care about drawing cards here, but I didn't really realize I was going to be drawing 0 cards. Would it be worth bossing the other hands? Maybe I should. I could have, yeah. I could have. But then I don't KO this hand, and it gives them more time to find. No, I probably should pressure the energy because like if I bring this up and punch it and then KO it, I draw 2, but I don't win the game first. Still, no. This is still probably correct to be honest. Isn't the slang being short for short language thing not true? Is it not? That makes so much sense though. How was Cancun? It was pretty solid. Boss would have been big, being Latias' prize though. No, it wouldn't. It doesn't change anything. Because I can't one-hit KO this effectively ever. So all it does is gives them more time to find boss if they don't have it right now. And see, they don't have the boss. Bossing this is actually just a misplay. Bossing the Iron Hands is just a misplay. Because I can't one-hit it, and trapping it for a turn to 2-hit KO, it doesn't put me ahead in the prize exchange. So we just both sit here for 2 turns while I kill this, and they push us up and go Gus. Or there's a higher chance they go Gus. Also, it gives them 1 more bench space for Mew and Pheasantipity. Actually, the more I think about it and I explain it, the worse it gets. Bringing this thing up would have been terrible. It would have been a terrible play. The more I think about it, the worse it gets. Then they also get +1 bench space to be able to have more draw power to work with when I try and take away their last Gus effect for this Iron Hands. I'm 30 to the active. Okay. Man, I don't even know how to deal with this. Oh wait, I can go. Dude, now I need another. Now I need another boss, and I wish I didn't play that Poke Gear. I can go boss KO. I can draw a lot of cards though. Oh wait, this won't trigger EXP share, right? Oh, wait, they're just cooked. Oh my gosh, this turn is about to be disgusting. Holy smokes, this turn is gross. Honestly, a counter catcher in here does not seem terrible. Wait, how does that thing work again? Wait. When your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack. Oh, okay. Or Monkey, I'll need a calc for this deck. Y'all need the calc. Dude, this turn is so gross. Oh my gosh. Another one. Yeah, I didn't even realize the potential of this turn until things started happening. We literally just bodied them. Like, this is just disgusting. What is a calculator? It's a calc. But long form. Calculator long for calc. How can that rigid band fit on Blissey? That's got to be the widest band ever. Dude, what the heck? Why are you hating? Dude, they make rigid bands in different sizes. Even for Blissey's fat head. What the fuck? How'd they get another energy on this? Oh, because I killed the Pikachu. Oh, wait. Could I have not killed the Pikachu? I didn't need to kill the Pikachu, did I? Okay, so I did mess up there, actually. I could have not killed Pikachu. Yeah, I could have not killed the Pikachu there. I could have just punched the Pikachu. And then I would have let them KO me, and then I just like, oh no, but if they KO me, I don't have the damage to work with. No, I guess it was correct. I just did need double boss, which I do have. I'm thinking about in terms if I didn't have my boss. I was trying to not trigger the EXP share, but that was like never not triggering the EXP share was never realistic. Is it gonna give me the option to do the return here? Oh, they can access like your late game option. Playing two. Is it the exact same person? Dude, I might need that third account. No memes. All right, they have a little bit better of a start here, though. They're kind of cooking with it, you know. They're kind of making it happen. Well, we hope Trolley's not prized. Already have a Turbo Energize. Could I Turbo Energize back to back? I could, but I don't really want to. Let's go for the rigid band. Is it literally 3 Munkidori? So dumb. Squad. Dude, it's just so dumb. If I got an Orphan off this, I always have to research because I have to find out Blissey anyways. Okay. I don't really want anything off this. Playing the research is always just good. Is just good enough, right? I could get an Iono so I could preserve the boss. Doesn't seem worth it though. Grab double fighting here, I think. Because the fighting energy are like the worst energies in the deck in this matchup. Just play Team Rocket's Watch Tower to counter Blissey. True. Uh-oh. It's a little scary. Oh, I guess they have the Miraculous in the active, so I'm probably not getting... Oh, then I just be able to play the Pokegear and get what I want, actually. You're going to Portland? There's a command in the title that you can use to figure out which major tournaments I currently plan to attend. Dude, now my hand just sucks. Okay, we can just set up Munkidoris. Dude, we can just set up a herd. Dude, we have the whole squad. I can have quad Munkidori set up next turn with the Turbo Energize. Let's go. Well, hey, we could have seen the true... No, the Pokegear is 2 cards deeper. So it would have been this top deck plus the next card. Not bad. Definitely want that here to protect my energy. There. The question is like, how do I play this? Because I kind of want to do the Turbo Energize thing and just kind of fiddle around, just keep the Maractus trapped in the active. I think I like that more, to be honest. Just pressure their guy here. Turbo Energize Angle is just too funny to not do, I feel like. Dude, this is insane. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me, literally. You can move 3 damage counters that turn. Oh, true. I did mess up. I forgot about my Blissey. True. Good point. Definitely a mistake. Oh, actually, I should have pressured their Munkidori, right? The most important Pokemon on their side of the field is Munkidori. Like, it's a Munkidori war. We want to KO each other's Munkidoris. Maractus here, like, please KO me. Yeah, literally, like, please. They're going after my Blissey, though. And they're healing their Dracloak. Okay, well, I guess I baited them into thinking that was the correct play. Or maybe they just think it is. Yeah, their monkey is dead next turn. The monkey is getting KO'd next turn. Nice bluff. Yeah, classic. Dude, they're even gemstoning, bro. They're fully invested into thinking this is the play. Like, they're like, oh, we got him. We got him. He's cooked, man. Dude, they were so done there. First, eventually end if they draw the evolution line first, and then no. Okay, so the way, all right. I'm gonna explain the Dunsparce loop. It does involve a 2/2 to Dunsparce, but they did have a 2/2 to Dunsparce. If you have a 2/2 to Dunsparce, let's say you have one card in deck, and let's say it's a Dunsparce, and you have Dunsparce, and a Dunsparce, and a Dunsparce in the deck. You evolve to the Dunsparce, draw the card, shuffle the Dunsparce back to the deck, evolve Dunsparce to the Dunsparce, pass, draw, use the Dunsparce, draw Dunsparce and the Dunsparce, put the Dunsparce back to the deck, bench Dunsparce, pass, draw Dunsparce or the Dunsparce, evolve to the Dunsparce, draw the other half, shuffle the 2 back to the deck, bench Dunsparce. It's infinite. If you have a 2/2 to Dunsparce, you have an infinite loop. It goes infinite. You do need to have a card in your deck, but you will always have a card in your deck if you don't mess it up. If you have a 2/2 to Dunsparce in your deck, you will never deck out. What if it's only a 1/1 Dunsparce? That doesn't work. Well, I don't know what I'm up against here. I always want to be a little bit hesitant on this third Munkidori until I know what I'm fully up against. But it's definitely... It's probably... No, definitely it's Raging Bolt. It's Raging Bolt. Okay. Raging Bolt seems tough. We definitely care way more about Blissey than we do. Would I even go as far? Let's get this squad. Let's get this squad. I actually kind of want EXP share in play right now so I can chain attacks. I want like EXP share plus... I have energy in hand for 2 turns. I have an Ultra Ball, but I don't have anything to go with the Ultra Ball. Like, I have nothing to discard, but I want to play the Ultra Ball. So I should just get, like, a dead card here. What's the worst card in my deck? I could also get switch into Munkidori and then lose a Munkidori instead of losing a Chansey. Rigid Band is dead if it's Bolt. Yeah, but I want EXP share. I can't get EXP share and Rigid Band here. I don't really care if I lose a Chansey, though, so I don't think I'm grabbing Switch here. But is Switch a dead card moving forward? No, maybe not. Let's just get a Nest Ball, right? Nest Ball's fine, yeah. I want to go EXP share here. Actually, I could have put that on a Munkidori still. That's fine, though. Then Turbo Energize. This is a tough matchup, though, for sure. Psychic Energy can be cool. Dark Energy is cool. Fighting Energy... Fighting Energy's not very good. I probably should grab both Fightings here. And they could get like an aggressive Gust cast. So I think I split them, right? Like this. Everybody gets a little bit. The Dunsparce Loop, #1 track on Azul Spotify. The Dunsparce Loop. Actually, I could have put 1 Dark on a Munkidori. I could have gone Fighting to Chansey, Dark to Munkidori. That's what I should have done, actually. I should have done a little bit of a split there. I messed that up. What did they? Didn't they say they were changing? Oh no, but it was something. Was that for the last update, or is that the update that's happening? Actually, they said they were going to change how ranked works, right? How that. But it's just for the lower leagues or something. I forget what they said. They're not changing Arceus rank elo, I don't think. But they are changing something about the rank system. But I think it's just like the prior tiers and stuff they're switching up. That was the last one? Oh, that was the last one? They were changing it was just the name of the leagues? No, it was something else. It was something to do with like who you match and how you match. I'm pretty sure. It was elo based. Just lower ranks. Yeah, it wasn't the name changing thing. They were gonna make sure that below Arceus had better matchmaking. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Are you gonna throw this Raging Bolt at me like this? It's pretty cringe, bro. It's pretty cringe. Alright, it's gonna be tough. I just lose. How do I win? What do I win? Honestly, Boss KO Hoothoot here might be the best play. Doesn't feel like there's a good play in general. I mean, this matchup is just so bad. This matchup is so bad. Such a bad matchup. Help. They're unwinnable. What about a Clefairy tech? That would not make this matchup any better. And our Dragapult matchup is already fine. Oh, I need to be able to replace their jamming tower. Well, I kind of want to put one of these in play. I want to start to like thin out the deck of the garbage. Rigid Bands don't matter in this matchup, right? I might need the Turbo Energize later. But may as well just get grabbed and throw it out there, right? Just get it involved. I should just take this energy and put it to the active here, right? Yeah. Return. I don't draw any off my return though. So it's a pretty bad return. Like, what the heck? All right, it's fine. Return. Could you punch with Monkey into return? I mean, I could have. It's just so weak into switch. Do they just not play switch though? Is it all? It's so bad into Latias too, right? All I have to do is go. Yeah, it's just not good. Also, then I feed them the odd prizer as well, which doesn't feel good. I guess I could try and feed them another odd prize later on. This matchup is just so tough. It's so tough. But they don't have that good of a board state yet. So I don't feel terrible about our situation because their board state's not that good yet. If they don't have like a really explosive, if they don't go like wide and like get down like Mew and Fez and all that stuff, then I'm actually not feeling terrible here, to be honest. If they have like a really strong turn, they got rid of a Nest Ball there too. Like they got rid of a Nest Ball there. That's a Fez. That's a Mew. Oh, Latias is in the discard pile actually. Okay. Oh, and Fez. What the heck? Never mind. Squad's down. All right, now they're going wide though. Oh my gosh, they're going wide. Let's see what they get. All right, I'm not scared of an Ogerpon. And I say Reg in 40 minutes. All right, chat. Remember, 40 minutes away. If you're trying to Reg for NAIC. Get your RK9 page pulled up. Dude, all right, I'm just cooked. They went wide. Holy smokes. Yeah, they got the Mew down. I mean, they don't have Fez. Obviously, that's something. All right, all right. I did already register, yeah. I mean, probably the Dark Energy is better to have access to. All right. This thing has 2 energy. I could just boss KO the Raging Bolt off the bench and remove 2 energy from play. Honestly, I kind of lean towards that being the better play. So if I get boss off Pokegear, I'm probably just boss KOing that thing. I don't want to replace their stadium at this point, right? Although, is it better that no? Because then they could Area 0 again and go wide. I don't want to give them. I don't want to make it easier for them to go Area 0 again. Honestly, just removing this from play is better than Ionoing them, probably. Yeah, I'm down for that. If I get the boss. If I don't get the boss, obviously KO the active, but I'm down for just boss remove their energy from play. I just need so much. Man, I just need so much, man. I just need so much. We're just getting farmed here, man. All right, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Why is Owl's Raging Bolt worse than other? Because the deck just doesn't thin out. It doesn't. The deck is just not. This deck is super fragile against Iono. The other build of the deck is less fragile against Iono. That's literally it. Just because of how the decks play out. Oh, okay. So, all right. Maybe I did mess this up. Because the thing is, I kind of need Town Store to find Turbo Energize like next turn, possibly. I maybe should have just thrown it out now, because now this thing can get like discarded. The damaged Raging Ball can like get discarded. But like, if I bump this turn, then they have like, oh, area 0, bench a Hoot Hoot. Even that just feels terrible. You have to pay when you register? Yes, if you want to actually reserve your spot. Otherwise, you lose your spot. Like once you go through the registration process, or like the half of the registration process. Once you go through half the registration process, then you. Once you go through half the registration process, then you have to pay. And if you don't pay, after 15 minutes, you lose your spot, basically. Pro players / content creators get priority? No. I was in the top 32. They're giving priority reg to players who are in of a certain rank in between ICs. During the IC periods, leaderboard periods. So if you're in the top 30, I was in the top 32 North American players after EUIC, between LAIC and after LAIC and after EUIC. That time period between those two. Okay, they did whiff for a turn. That's big. Okay, they do have 6 good Pokemon on their bench, so I could Town Store now. Town Storing now would be okay, to be honest. Because even if they discarded this, they would have 1 less energy in play. What did they Palpad for there? Tubble Sada? Well, I mean, I thought NAIC Reg was 22 minutes ago. I don't know. Did you Reg for NAIC 22 minutes ago? If I like play the Town Stars, they're gonna get rid of Owl, Raging Bolt, right? So they really only lose 1 Raging Bolt in play that has 1 energy. If I'm gonna Iono them, I don't think they're gonna get a good area 0 response anyways. I think I'm okay with this. Like, even though they lose, I mean, but if they discard an Ogerpon or something like that, I mean, they could discard like this Ogerpon instead of this guy. I guess that would be fine as well. They did get rid of the damage Raging Bolt. Okay. Well, this also activates Night Stretcher for Noctowl though. Maybe I did troll with the Town Store, putting Town Store in play. Maybe I did troll. All right, I think I maybe trolled there. Maybe some slight trolling. Not unwinnable. I'm gonna Iono. But the thing is, they just put 2 Sada back in their deck. Do I really want to Iono them into Sadas? Not to say that they don't have a Sada right now, though. They could have a Sada in hand right now, or just a Noctowl. They have a high chance of having Noctowl in hand. I think I just Iono now because I need to cycle my deck, probably. Well, that's not necessarily true either, I guess. Also, another thing I actually could have got there instead, I could have got the Moon. I don't really have to play Iono here. I think I am going to. I think I am going to play the Iono here. I'm gonna go Rescue Board, Rigid Band. Actually, I could get another Chansey on my bench this turn through Night Stretcher off the Iono, and then I could actually have the option of the Roaring Moon on the next turn. Okay, okay. I kind of just want to get the Psychic Energy in play so I could go for a Mind Bend, right? Just kind of like Psychic Energy here. Iono? Sure, sure, sure. I'm not sure that Iono is actually correct here, though, to be honest. It maybe it's better to just like not interact with their hand. I actually just don't know. Boss is a good option. I do want to play the... I should Ultra Ball away these two, I think. Oh, I actually got the Nest Ball for the Moon. I actually have Nest Ball for... I could Ultra Ball for Moon, actually. So I want to draw extra cards. I mean, I could set up the Moon just so I could go for, like, I'm gonna get drawn to an Iono here, but I could go bench Moon. Happy switch. The Psychic to the Moon. EXP sure triggers back here. Yeah, this is correct. And then just I put a dark here, attach a dark, move it over. Actually, I could go like knock out the Raging Ball if I wanted to. Okay, we got the Poke Gear. That should almost guarantee an Iono with how many cards we have on the deck. The only thing, other thing we maybe want, well, now that I got the Moon, I guess it's not that big of a deal. But like Nitrogen for a Chansey there would have been nice, I guess. Dude, I've only drawn 2 prize cards. I've only drawn 2 prize cards. Holy smokes. Usually the prime sub there. Flash over, welcome to the pack. We're in trouble. We got no good outs. Okay. They got Noctowl for Sada. Raging Ball must be this deck's worst matchup, right? It's up there for sure. It's pretty bad. Oof, and they got the Fez. Oh, another Raging Ball actually instead. Oh, they maybe needed that though. They maybe prized their last Raging Ball. Or they just want to be with the Sada to 2 bolts. That's like a reasonable play here. This matchup feels impossible. Your attachment is so slow. I mean, the EXP share like kind of covers it, especially if they don't have like a super aggressive start. But yeah, it's tough. But yeah, we're not like KOing their... They 1-hit KO us, and we like 2-hit KO them. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, all I can do is be aggressive and hope for the best. But they're going to have... Oh, they have such a setup board state at this point. The superior energy retrieval. Double pawn. Like, oh my gosh. What do you even do to cover? Splash and a Crispin? For the this matchup, you don't tech for this matchup. The matchup is terrible. This matchup is absolutely awful. You don't do anything. You just lose. That's why I was saying, like, the Blissey deck is like a little bit more of a meta-based deck than some like other decks out there. Have you seen the Copper Asha deck with our child on Munkidori? I have, yeah. Okay, so they have to get out 5 energy. They simply need a lightning energy to win the game. They have no card. They have Mew. Very few cards left in deck. Yeah, I don't know the best thing to do this turn. I could Moon. Is Moon KO plus Iono always just the best play? And pray, I guess. Hold on, I don't have the Iono yet. I could also like Iono and punch with Blissey though. That would also be another play. It just comes down to if they have, like, they could get like grass. Oh, they need so little, man. But all their grass energy, not all of it. A lot of it's in their hand though, right? There's 2 there. Would they recover off the superior again? Triple grass lightning. Lightning light. So it'd have to be through a Sada to get this thing to attack. They could double grass though as well. Let's just see if we get the Iono. Okay, we got it. It's our last Iono as well. I think I just play aggressive. I think I just go for the Moon. Yeah. Yeah. Not a real answer, but it's the only thing I got. Hazel, haven't watched much since the rotation, but what would be your general thoughts on the game post-rotation? Very good. Yeah. PokemonTCG is still the PokemonTCG. If you ask your opponent what they did with a card last turn in a tournament, do they have to answer or can they just lie? They don't have to answer, no. If there's confusion on how the board state is the way it is, that does need to be figured out. But if you're like, oh, what'd you get off Ultra Ball? Your opponent doesn't have to reply. Unless you think for some reason they got like, oh wait, did you even show me what you got off Ultra Ball? Yeah, we lost the double grass here. All right, we did our best. We tried. We had a route. We had an out. We lost though in the end. Never lucky. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass and see what they do first. Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass and see what they do first. How is Guardian so resilient in the PTCG overall? Good card, good options. I think this deck is a bad option against the one-shot decks like Golden Go Raging Ball. What do you think? It's bad against Raging Ball. Its Golden Go matchup is fine. You just have Cornerstone. You think the Joltik box is actually good? No idea. I haven't played with it yet. Seems okay though. I added Knackley to beat Bolt. Ooh, can they not hang with? Can they not hang with the Knack? Will they play Prime Catcher though? Oh, but I guess you can just recover and do it again, right? Maybe you play like one more fighting energy. Yeah, is any Raging Bolt player? See, now I kind of want to send up Moon and then like... Is that correct though? That feels a little weird to do. Or do I just let them punch me with the... I actually just don't know what the correct play is here. I could go Rusty Borcha Moon. But then if they decide... Just go Joltik, load up Pikachu. Then I just have a Moon chillin'. Honestly, this maybe should have been a Rigid Band. Maybe I just give him the Munkidori here. I literally just only get the chances here. How do I split the energy here? If I go one here, then knockout active energy goes here. Move it over. I still can't attack because my hand is lacking in energy. Maybe save the psychic. If I put them both here, they go Gust KO this. Move one here. I have more top deck outs. I think I just put them both here. Because if I don't have Gust, then having them both here is like gives me something to do. So this is correct, just put them both here, I think. 20 months there upstream. A friend says that the cards appear more accommodated than when you pick them up from the deck in real life. Do you think that is true? I just don't know what you just said, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna co-stream the F1 races this summer? Of course. All right, chat. NAIC reg soon. Lock in, lock in. 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes. Pull up your... If you're trying to reg for NAIC, pull up your Arcanine page. You ready? Alright, so Prime KO Chansey. And then I have to hope to top deck a Blissey or an Ultra Ball, I guess. Or draw supporter into one of them. So I guess I can like push Munkidori here and just see what we top deck. I gotta click it. Well, I would always just go evolve to Blissey Pass. Is Red just on RK9 this year? We don't have to go to the other side like last year, right? Oh, I didn't even think about that. I assume you don't have to. No, I actually just don't know, to be honest. I'm just gonna do this because I have the rescue board, I guess. Yeah, I assume you don't have to, but I actually honestly just don't know. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. I don't want to bench another Munkidori because I give him the hands play, theoretically. Just do this, evolve this, and then research. Go for some good options. I guess I could have actually benched... Ooh, I could have benched Moon there, actually. Actually, I can Night Stretcher for the Moon. If I Frenzy Gouging this, they don't have a way to return Knockout, right? Am I trolling? Do they? Wait, the Moon is just kind of sick in here. Can they do any... If I Frenzy Gouging this, can they do anything about that? Leaves? No, because it's on the bench. They can't use the ability. I don't think they can do anything. Galvantula? What does the Galvantula do? Crispin? Oh, they can Crispin. They can Crispin. And they have 4 Crispin left. All right, Crispin's pretty good. All right, maybe we just play it slow. Maybe we just chill. Maybe we just chill. Oh, but if they Crispin to peek and punch us... Wait, hang on. I have Town Store, so I can get a Rigid Band on this other Blissey. Okay, okay. The Night Stretcher is still good, though. The Night Stretcher is still good. Really good, actually. Yeah, the boss is probably the weakest card in the hand. I need the Iono. Okay, we can make this work. We can cook with this. We can cook with this. Yeah, I didn't even realize, like, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to play that heavily into Crispin here. Crispin is like definitely like a reasonable card for them to have with a 6-card hand and 4 left. They got a couple Poke Gears as well, so... I mean, see, the only thing with this, though, is like if they push Joltik here, I really want a boss. And I actually just don't have a boss to work with. So that would kind of suck, but... We could still draw into one, of course. Does that seem to struggle if your opponent can threaten 300? Yeah, the one-hit KO matchups are not great for us. They're not great matchups, but they have to get the one-hit KO through Rigid Band. Like this matchup is probably fine because of Rigid Band. Give me 100 damage if they attach Grass to the Galvantula and hit for weakness. Okay, okay. So I'm in queue for NAZ. Can you please let me in? Thanks. I'll see what I can do. Add Blood Moon. I don't know. It seems okay. Okay, so this deck that blanks on not getting one shot seems to struggle with getting one shot. That banks on not getting one shot. Some people be saying that, to be honest. People be saying that. Like, yo, this deck that hates getting one shot. Sure does hate getting one shot. See, now that they went Joltik and Chill, it kind of sucks that I don't have a boss. Oh, they didn't get to accelerate any energy into play, though. Okay, so I mean, it's a little bit... See, could I have kept the boss? But I was like, ooh, the Night Stretcher seems so good here. Maybe it's a bad play to keep the... I don't know about a bad play, but maybe that keeping the Night Stretcher wasn't worth as much as I thought it was. Yeah, it would have been pretty good to have a boss here. Boss KO, this guy is like... Boss KO the Iron Hands, just take it off the board is like pretty good. I should try to keep the boss somehow. I don't know how I would have been able to keep it, but... I probably should have tried harder to keep the boss. Honestly, I can probably give up the Blissey here. just need to draw some cards here. Well, I don't even want to KO this, though. KOing this thing is so bad. I might just pass. Because KOing this thing is literally terrible. Like, KOing the Joltik here is so bad. Oh. I think I take the energy off the Munkidori, though, based on like what I drew. I don't know if that changes it that much, but... Yeah, I just don't want to KO their Joltik. Like, screw this guy. No counter catchers? No, the deck doesn't play a counter catcher. But I think it, honestly, I think it should. From what I played with this deck, we fall behind a decent amount. A counter catcher would be pretty nice. I don't think I would cut a boss. There's 4 boss in the deck. I would try and fit counter catcher. Not good. I would try and fit counter catcher. What were the other things I was talking about trying to add? Counter catcher would be one of them, but there was something else. A 4th Iono would be nice. Counter catcher, 4th Iono, I think would be the main 2. I don't know what I cut though, to be honest. I actually just don't know what I cut. All right, it's not looking great. Because I can just boss this Blissey off the bench and take it out. I don't have an Iono as well. I would like to Iono here, but no Iono. Okay. Attach. Marvin. Just grab a Pokegear to try and find an Iono for next turn. Leave the Turbo Energize. Knockout, draw 2. Hope they don't have Lightning Boss. Or Lightning Iron Bundle. Does the deck play Iron Bundle? You said Turo, I think? Turo seems okay. I don't think I'd add it, though. Yeah, Turo seems okay. Yeah, let's make some changes after this game. Yeah, I just don't know the cuts. That's the hard part, to be honest. Would you consider a different aspect than Trolley? No, I think Trolley creates too much room in the deck. You can't really afford to play anything else. Now they got Fez online, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Trolley creates way too much room in the deck. It doesn't create that much room, but it creates enough room where... yeah, I don't think so. All the Pokemon in play have abilities right now? They do, but I can't use Cornerstone because they'll just wait until I have Pikachu boss KO this. I mean, I can put Cornerstone in play, but it's like doesn't actually really do anything. I gotta deal with this Pikachu. Punching the Pikachu is just good. Well, hang on, we'll see what they do here. They're crisping, so they can't boss. Their Prime Catcher's gone. But if they just like load up Pikachu and then pass, they probably have a boss in hand. So I need to like go Iono. I need to like find Iono and then boss this next turn. This is where like Iono counter catcher would be like really, really good. Why does this deck have to become good the second I made a cool spread deck? This deck being okay does not stop you from playing your spread deck. Don't worry, you're chilling. Well, we know they're a boss away, but now they could punch with Iron Leaves. I mean, I could just bench Cornerstone here. It doesn't hurt me to bench Cornerstone. They have 3 boss left, 3 Pokegear down. I mean, the deck plays 4 boss, right? So they probably have boss. I don't think it hurts to bench this. I feel like I just have to Iono. If I draw a switch, I could Turbo Energize, I guess. If the switch is even in there, I actually just don't even know. I have the switch, but I have nothing else for the next turn. That's not good. I don't want him to be able to punch us with just for his hand though, so I think we switch. Yeah, I'm not killing the Joltik because then it just gives him Fez draw. No energy is fine. Hoping for a top deck. Was benching a monkey not okay there? I didn't have a monkey to bench. I don't want to. I could have nitroed for a monkey, but I don't really want to nitroed for a monkey there. So. No, posting Discord, that isn't me. I can just ban them, scrub. It's not a big deal. I believe you. All right, there we go. I just banned him. Still no boss. I mean, it's got to be a punch the peak angle, right? Energy that. Where's my other boss? Somewhere. I don't think I want to shuffle the deck because I want to draw into the other boss. All right, just punch and chill. I mean, he says something like the game helps you, giving you useful cards at the moment when you pick them from the deck, and he senses the IRL difference. Do you think that is true? No. They don't have boss? Dude, where's my boss? Alright, well now I'm playing stuff. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that actually. Maybe I did troll with that. Just gotta like thin out the deck aggressively. So grab Ultra. I mean, it comes down to if I can boss their peak again, right? Like it's literally who top decks boss first. Oh my. Horror story. Got me on the side. There's nothing else good for me to do. Like there's nothing else to do here, right? It literally just comes down to who top decks boss. I don't care the Joltik because I give him Fez draw. I pass, yeah. They didn't have it last turn. So it literally just come down. No, dude. We could have won. Yeah, we need to make a couple changes. We'll make a couple changes. Oh. They got their first. I mean, they had way more outs than we did. They had 3 boss left, so. And a Poke Gear. We were basically out of outs at that point. Yo. Oh my gosh. This broken deck, bro. The broken evolution deck. Can I beat this? This deck's insane. Next NISC Reg remind me to do it without a blindfold on. I usually prefer the challenge. Did you not make it on this wave slap? So how's the Blissey deck been? It's been fine. Dude, don't be prized. Oh my gosh, let's go. We are cooking, man. We're absolutely cooking. What up? I should have done a little bit better prize check in there, but we did prize a Chansey. You better not be prized there, buddy. I do split the energy on the Chanseys here, right? I think I gotta. Maybe I saved the Psychic for later, probably. So all my energy's here. Oh, we priced 2 Blissies. Okay, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressing. We have all our boss. All of our Ionos. Got Marvin here. Prize of Research. Marvins are here. Switch. Ultra Balls. Ultra Balls. Prize an Ultra Ball. Dude, Ultra Ball and 2 Blissey prize, bro. How am I gonna find these Blissies? Just a child. Prize my Nest Ball, I guess. Yeah, I did prize the Nest Ball. So I think I split these. Before Sylveon turn 2? I don't care if they do that, right? I don't think I care if they do that. I mean, I guess it kind of depends. I mean, I guess finding my chances again actually would maybe be tough. I'm not gonna lie. Finding the chances again might be tough, but yeah, I don't think I'm that scared of it though, to be honest. If they have that play. This deck seems to be on the weaker side compared to other decks you use, broski. Okay, I don't know what you want me to say. I think you guys would get pretty bored if all I did was play Dragapult Nor or Dragapult No Nor all day / Gardevoir. Also, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Step with the next broski. Have you played D's all day? Bro, I've been playing D's, bro. Ancient Box, please. I got you, dog. They attack with Sylveon, your moon does 100 damage to itself only. Yo, I saw that interaction. Oh, it's not a Sylveon. I was going to read Sylveon. We always hate to watch Pult on the watch parties. Apparently it's everyone's favorite deck now, though. Doesn't matter what deck you play, I can spread misinformation no matter what. My ability to spread misinformation is unmatched. It really doesn't matter what deck you choose to play. The misinformation will be spread. Not gonna lie, Flare is BDIF. Not gonna lie, you're tripping. Cool deck though. All is fun to watch. Guardian not so much. I think any Pokemon deck can be fun to watch. Like after a while though, anything's gonna get a little boring for sure. Well, for me, it's just gonna get boring to play. Not even boring to watch. Like y'all will get bored of watching. I'll get bored of playing. Like nails on a chalkboard at some point. You'll push the 20 months there. Check marks. Are you on the hunt slap? You have 3 minutes slap. That's the next 15-minute mark. All right, I don't know how this is gonna go from here. I definitely need to try and keep my energy spread out quite a bit. All right, well, let's see what happens. Okay, it's a good start. Well, now, like, Arven would be pretty good here, right? And how did their... I didn't check their fan rotom. Owl Eevee doesn't tell me that much. If I go Arven here, that becomes Ultra Ball for Blissey, plus the Tool card. Arven me! Oh! All right, what would I want to draw into Boss or Iono? I probably want to draw into Iono off Iono. So attach active. I could bench the Munkidori, or I could just leave the bench space open. I'm leaning towards leaving the bench space open. Iono's just like not that good here. I really wish... Man, Arven was so good there. Bench Moon. No, I'm definitely not benching Moon. Bench Dory, question mark. Maybe? It seems okay. I don't have many ways to find Munkidori again. That's like the biggest thing. Just get him involved. Get him involved. He wants to get involved. Please give me a... Please, please. I need this. I need this chancey. Throw the tool card in there while you're at it. Oh, let's go! All right, now. What do I Ultra Ball away? Do I ever need to get into the Roaring Moon? That'd be the reason to keep the switch, but I want the second Rigid Band to protect my second Blissey from like a Kieran. Not a Kieran. Kieran play. Is it Kieran? Is that the name of the card? Kieran? The energy is really good to keep. I could give up an energy. Arven is okay as well. I guess I'm pretty comfortable getting this in play so I can draw more cards, but I do want it in play. And then I have to play Ultra Ball. Arven's got to go here for sure, I feel like. And then I mean, the Switch is like the unique card, so I'd probably keep the Switch, right? Yeah. The Switch is the unique card here, so I've outs the energy. Yeah, keep the unique card here. So, oh, I guess if it's black belt, they actually can't move. No, but no one plays the black belt, right? Everyone plays the Kieran. They play Kieran or nothing, I feel like. Winnable. Winnable. Yeah, the rigid bands are super important, I feel like, here, though, actually. Oh, shoot. What if I get... No, but for them to pull off an Angelite play, they'd have to get this thing to the bench. That's actually not that unreasonable, though. They could just have boss Angelite, and then I'm just like, shoot. I just turbo energize again, I guess. That's like fine. Then we just reset and we'll be fine, actually. The second place. Decent deck. Good player. Decent deck. Good player. There's not... Thinking past that, there's just really no point in thinking past that. I mean, you could like... Or so like... A good example of this, actually, is Ryuki's win at UIC. I think Poison Terapagos, Badoo Terapagos, whatever you want to call it, Poison Badoo Terapagos. I don't think that deck was that good of a play at UIC. I don't think that deck was that good in that format in general, but it was still like a okay deck. It was like a fine deck. Good player. Actually, I would say Ryuki's a great player. Great player. Fine deck. Fine meta deck. Like, past that, it's like, whatever. If you dig deeper into Ryuki's match history, though, at UIC, like, he didn't hit any guard fours, or like, he hit like no bad matchups, which there was plenty of him to hit. Not to say like, but that's why I'm saying, just, like, you don't ever chalk his run up to just like getting lucky. Like, it doesn't really matter how he got there. He won. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters besides what your final placement is. Doesn't matter how lucky or unlucky you got. Your final placement is literally all that matters. So, yeah, fine deck. Good player. Good to go. What? They're just leaving the rigid band here? Oh, they're gonna put both these back in the deck. All right, my bad. They're cooking. They're cooking. I was like, oh wait, that's so good for me. Nope, not as good. Nope, not good. Not good. Not good. Oh. All right, let me think. My second turbo energize is in the deck, right? Okay, cool. I could go like, I don't want to Iono them again. Down store. But it's a good thing I kept the Switch, because I'm going to use the Switch now, right? Yeah. Well, do I want to switch into a Munkidori? I guess I don't even know if I want to do that. Okay, switch into an Ogre Pawn, actually. I don't really want to give them a free prize card. But I don't want them to, I don't want to let them punch my Blissey either, I don't think, right? I could go like Ogre Pawn. Do I know what that card in their hand is? I don't think I do I? This is such a weird matchup, to be honest, but it's cool. It's interesting. Interesting matchup. Didn't discard the Flareon. I mean, it's still like a powerful attacker. Yeah, discarding the Flare. I don't know. This deck. So this deck doesn't have that many. Doesn't have that much recovery, or it doesn't play that many Pokemon. This deck plays like 3 EV, 2 Flareon, and they do play a Super Rod, but the Super Rod usually has to be dedicated towards the energy recovery. So especially if they prize their other Flareon, they kind of probably have to keep this guy, to be honest. Okay. This is where I want to be. I'm not scared of Flareon this turn, so I can go rescue board. Happy switch. They can Angelite this turn. I think I just punch, right? I could have like brought up the Pheasantipity and punched a Pheasantipity instead. I think I want to pressure the. I think I want to pressure the Sylveon. I like the idea of pressuring the Sylveon more. The top Charizard Pidgeot player at Atlanta faced 0 Dragon Ball. He plays 37th. Yeah, exactly, right? But it's like not worth like if you just want to remove, like if you want to get better and just have a better mentality about the game, like obviously luck and stuff matters, but you should just never think about it. Like if you like, it's okay to like, if you just like, I don't know, like say your opponent has 1 boss's orders left in like a 30 card deck and they top deck it to win the game. Like in the moment, it's fine to be like, oh man, that sucks. My opponent definitely got lucky there. That sucks for me. So like I got a little bit unlucky, right? But like if you carry that with you and be like, the only reason I can't do well at tournaments is because my opponent always top decks their boss. That's just not true. No one believes you. You're lying to yourself. You're creating like an unhealthy mental state to kind of excuse potential poor play, right? So you need to like, if you want to be a better player, it's fine to acknowledge when something unfortunate or fortunate happens, but it is not the reason you haven't won a regional championship, right? It's not the reason you haven't top cut a major tournament. It's not the reason you haven't day 2'd a major tournament. Maybe if it's your first major tournament, it could be the reason you didn't day 2 that major tournament. But if you've gone to like 2 major tournaments, there's no excuse to have not day 2'd at least one of them. If you're putting in the work, putting in the effort. If you're super new, maybe not. But of course, it depends on your skill level of a player. So like, yeah, luck exists, variance exist. It depends like how you're quantifying things, though. That's like a really big deal as to how you're quantifying things, right? It all exists, but yeah, it's all like a mental thing from there. And if you just want to be, and I'm telling you, if you want to be better, like mentality is a big part of that. If you're trying to be like competitive in the game for, you know, 5 years, who knows how many years, you know, maybe you don't know the end goal of yourself in the game, but you want to be competitive in the game, in the scene. And mentality is a big thing for sure. You have way more control than you don't have control. And whatever happens with other people is just irrelevant to ever think about as well. You have way more control than you don't have control, and like worrying about what other people are doing is super irrelevant. Yeah, worrying about what other people are doing and have going on, and if they got lucky or unlucky is like super irrelevant. So it's not even worth ever like thinking about that stuff. Let's see these prize cards. I want the Chansey here, I think, right? Ultra Ball for Chansey is still a Chansey, though. Dude, yeah. Could I have gone like further? No, I don't think I could have gone much further. We got the squad out here though. I'm gonna have 2 prize cards left. I can theoretically Munkidori like 1,000,000 times. Just hit up the Eevee, I think. Pressure the Eevee. Seems fine. Throw this here. Play this. Get rid of this and this. I don't have a Blissey in the discard process. Will activate Night Stretcher then for that. Yeah, so now I can Night Stretcher for a Blissey, but I have a Blissey in hand, so I'm chilling. Bench this guy. Oop, bench this guy. The EXP. So if they can't KO this, right? They just can't KO me. Unless they play Crystal and not Unfair Stamp. They could play Crystal and not Unfair Stamp. EXP share here. Well, attach, move one over. Okay, so I'll just EXP share here to be safe, I guess. Wait, am I not KOing them? Oh my gosh, I'm not KOing them. Oh no, dude, I forgot how it worked. Holy smokes. I forgot how the Sylveon worked. The play was still broken. I just missed a step. No! Well, it's a good thing I put this here then. I appreciate the 93 months. 93-month tier 2 sub there, also. I appreciate the continued support. Just she continues. Hope all is well. It's going good for me. Hope things are going well for you as well. Well for you as well? Oh, dude. I forgot how the card worked. Is Ridger Band really worth it in this deck? Yes. No. Play Ridger Band. They could also have Trumpet. They could also have Trumpet. That is fair, yeah. Yes, the EXP share was definitely correct on my bench here. Also, I should have KO'd the Flareon to force him to have way more this turn. We do have game in hand, but now they can Iono us. They could Iono plus attack this turn, and then I could be in trouble. Please don't have Iono plus attack. Why are there 4 boss in hand? It just be that way sometimes. It's a good question. It just be that way. But we actually have a ton of time. We have a ton of time because we have like Munkidoris. We have damage to work with our Munkidori. We're okay. I'm good, man. Got engaged Sunday to my lady as my Easter hunt for her. That's sick. Congratulations. Discarded Iono. It could be one of those situations where that's the best thing to discard, and then they go get their other Iono with Noctowl. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we're just cooking them. Yeah, congratulations. Also, can you use specifically the 3rd boss? Sure, I got you. I will use specifically 3rd boss's orders. Honestly, the damage I put... all right. Well, the damage obviously should have gone to the Flareon, so I could just KO the Flareon. But I maybe should put the damage on the Fanrotom so I could actually threaten the Fanrotom. Okay, they just drew... They didn't even get a Noctowl there? They do have 3 Noctowl in the discard pile. They may be prized the last Noctowl. Okay. All right, well, I guess it's shocked. We got him. I expected more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expected so much more from them. I'm disappointed in the end. Honestly, just super disappointing from them. They need to step it up. They need to pull together. This is a matchup where having the 2 Turbo Energize is actually a really big deal to recover from an Angelite turn. But even, yeah, just hitting energy attachments turn after turn on turn in this matchup is like super important. If you have the time, theoretically, the more matchups you should theorize for. If you don't have the less time you have, you know, make sure you're just concerned about other matchups instead. But like, if you don't even feel comfortable in like how to play the Dragapult matchup, you probably shouldn't be testing against Blissey. You should probably continue to test against Dragapult, stuff like that. But if you have the extra time, if you're like, oh, I kind of feel comfortable against all the top decks, what are some of the more fringe decks? Let me like figure out how I want to approach those matchups or how to play those matchups, and then then you add those to the toolbox, toolkit. Those. They currently can't hit my Ogerpon. Oh wait, does this guy's guy kill Ogerpon? This guy's guy? What does that dude be doing, you know? It has an ability? The guy has ability? So he's not the guy. Control, I was losing touch. I think I just do triple chancey, no Dory, right? Or triple chancey, no Dory. Maybe 1 Dory? Well, let's singular Dory. Because actually Roaring Moon can be good aggressively in this matchup. As an Arven. Boss, 4 of them. I want to keep the bench space open a little bit, have some flexibility here. Probably an Ultra. Ah, Wells. Could just get the Rigid Band down. Their deck plays like what, 1 Iono, 2 Iono sometimes. Let's just get the band established, yeah. I should just throw them both on this guy, right? Because I don't even care what they do. I should get a fighting and psychic because I could actually put the fighting to the active and just use demolish this turn depending on what they do. I maybe want to go into the Blissey to draw cards anyways. I want to kind of want to get one of the fightings in play. Rise of Dark. Counter catchers here. 2 Night Stretcher here. Turbo Energized. Rigid Band in hand. Using Turbo Energized. EXP share. Rescue board in hand, not prize. Town stores there. What am I missing? Blade trolley. Switch. Switch is here. Pokegear. Pokegear's prized. And then Vessel, maybe? Looks like Vessel. Looks like Vessel. Oh, this might be my last game of the day, chat. I am doing a giveaway over in the Twitch chat. Twitch chat only. Put exclamation point enter in the Twitch chat to enter the giveaway. I'll be running the giveaway at the end of the stream here, and I'll be messaging the winner over on Twitch. So make sure you get on the giveaway. If you're on YouTube, just go over to Twitch real fast. Put exclamation point enter. You just have to put exclamation point enter in the chat and be following the stream. That's all you got to do, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Also, tomorrow I'm doing a show match between Mauricio, aka Pokemari, up against Makani, Dragapult versus Hydreigon. So we're gonna do a little best of five show match action, money match. So that'll be tomorrow at how do I approach this coming up here? Because they still haven't put anything in play that can answer my Ogerpon, but I have the Rigid Band on my guy. I think I need cards though, so I think I attack with Blissey here. Oh. Okay, it's fine. Oh, the rescue board. I couldn't attach it though. I guess we're fine. We got the. Oh wait, don't have the Blissey though. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Also see what they load up here. If they just load up 2 peaks, EXP sure will be safe on my Munkidori. And I can attach here, and then Iono and pray I find it, I guess. What time? The show match will be happening tomorrow at 1 p.m., 12 p.m. What did we decide? 12 p.m. PST. 12 p.m. PST tomorrow is when the show match will be going down. Thank you for calling that out, because I didn't say anything. I didn't say when it would be happening. Arvin works. So shuffling the deck is still good here, actually. So EXP share. Maybe in this situation, the EXP share. What the fuck? Oh, they're using that to get through my Demolish? Don't they know that Iron Hands works? Well, apparently not, I guess, if they're doing this. Well, hang on, okay, hold up. If I get Blissey, I can go retreat and move the energy over from a Chansey to a Chansey. So I should attach this to Chansey because it's safer. And then, or I could have put on the active even, actually. And then I could have moved the fighting energy active if I wanted to and then attack with this instead. But I could probably want to draw a card. But that would, okay, so I should have attached active here, actually. I messed up. I think it is safest here. Well, on this chance, he would have been fine as well. All right, let's see what we get. Use less resources. It's not though, right? It's like the same amount of resources. Giving them Town Store is not that big of a deal. I guess I don't even know what I'd get off this though. I could get my other Rigid Band and put it on this Chansey with energy. Are they really gonna go chase this Chansey with anything they have? No. They get, what? Bravery Charms? It's probably fine. If I attacked with... honestly, attacking with Cornerstone here was probably the better play. Yeah, I think it was actually probably the better... It was probably the better play to attack with Cornerstone there, actually. I think I messed up. I should have attached... But I didn't attach to the Cornerstone, so I don't even have that option anymore at this point, but... My hand was fine. I had Pokegear, Arv, and I had options. We're chilling. Oh, that's true. If I did draw into 2 Blissey, I still could have made it happen. Use less resources? That's my only guess. What was it saying? Oh, yeah, it's not less resources. It's still 3 energy. You just need 3 on the Iron Hands. And then you can commit to the 4th if you want the extra prize card. Yeah, Pokemari versus Makani Tran. For anyone who doesn't know who Pokemari is, Mauricio, he got 2nd place to me in Merida. And Makani, most people know who Makani is. He's the guy who plays bad Arceus decks. But yeah, they're gonna do a little throwdown tomorrow. Hydreigon versus Dragapult. Arc player, yep. Wait, they bench Joltik? Are they just going back into... Dude, where are their hands? Did they just prize double Iron Hands or something here? What's going on? What's going on, man? What are you doing? What's happening, you know? Dude, this is just... Okay, now there's that. This is so slow, though. I just win, right? I can't lose anymore at this point. I don't see how I ever lose. It's counter catcher bait? Dude, don't say stuff like that. You know better. I think Boss Punch Iron Hands is probably the play here, because this is like the biggest threat on the board right now. So do this to thin out the Turbo Energize real fast. Boss should be pretty likely here. We have like 10 of them in the deck. I'm gonna chat right now. Oh my gosh, he's so lucky. Dude, shut up. Alright, put this here. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave the Turbo Energize in the deck because this could Ultra Ball fodder. I could evolve this Blissey here. If they go Iron Hands, if they get another, if they have Energy and Gust here, they can Gust KO Munkidori for 2. I don't want to leave this in play for Pika, because even if they go Iron Hands KO this, I KO that next turn, and then they don't have a threat for 2 prizes on the Munkidori anyways to begin with. So I could bench this other Chansey here as well. But I think I just wait. I think I just hold everything. I could draw 1 card actually if I bench this. Actually, if I burn the Turbo Energize, I also get to draw another card. Okay, I'm gonna attach this. I don't want to bench the Chansey though. I'm chilling. I want the card. Do I ever happy switch anything? Nah. How strong would you rate this deck? It's fine. Evidently, NAIC registration was today. I miss when it was in the Midwest. Yeah, wave 1 went down today, but they're still gonna. Wait, how many waves are there? Is it 2 or 3 waves? I actually don't even know. I didn't even pay attention to that, to be honest. Okay, so now they boss KO my Munkidori, which is like a pretty rude behavior if you ask me, but they're obviously pretty rude. It's fairly obvious that they're fairly rude, so. We just take the knockout on this now, right? With this guy? Sure. I do need to get another Munkidori established, though. I'm gonna go, like, Ultra Ball off this. I'd rather thin out the hand than not. And then I can thin out... Their deck doesn't even play stadiums, right? So do they play stadiums? I don't actually know. I think get rid of these 2 here, though. I also could have... Actually, getting rid of a... Oh, do I want bench space for Roaring Moon, though? Not really, right? Because I already burned the Switch, right? No, I still have the Switch, actually. We can just grab this guy, though. I think it's probably pretty chill. I just don't want to evolve this Blissey here, because then they can go Peak Gust KO. I don't want to give them that option. We're just in full chill mode. They have no good targets on their next turn. Do the players in a certain format ever missed a possibly very good deck? I mean, it's not possible. Well, okay. You could confirm that by people going back and playing retro. But even then, if you look back, you'd have to like go back and play retro. To my knowledge, I don't know. I'm sure there. I mean, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Even if we don't know for sure, the answer is always yes. Yeah, I don't play retro, so I have no clue, to be honest. Why not Evo Blissey? Because then they can go attach to Pika, Boss KO, Blissey, get 2 prize cards, then go back into Joltik, reset up options for like Iron Hands and Iron Hands KO Munkidori. But in the current board state, they have no possible way to get a 2 prize knockout. So if I did do that, if I went Evolve, Blissey, they went Pika, they go Pika knockout for 2, go down to 2. Their board state actually honestly sucks so much it probably doesn't matter at this point, but I don't want to give them more prize cards for free. I don't want to give them better routes to draw prize cards here. The answer is yes. Do I know of one? No. Someone in chat maybe does. I saw someone in chat mention Blissey, actually. I think the Lickitung deck in the very early formats were not played at the time, but are very popular among retro players. Yeah. It is also really hard to tell how good it actually is, though, because like there's so few players actually playing the game anymore in those older formats that even if, yeah,